Okay, we've done it. We're live. Hi. Welcome everybody to another very scuffed episode of the Best of Five. I'm doing it from my hotel room. What's really fucked up is as I was setting up, it was still daylight out and you can see the beach from here. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background. So I had the shot over there, but by the time I clicked live, the sun went away. So what the fuck? Fuck it, right? First of all, hello from Daytona. Good to see you, Tap 2GG. Hey, look, I just forgot to set up the correct microphone. All right, it was almost perfect at the beginning. So here's the situation. I unfortunately wasn't able to get into the venue today. Jabali is understandably hella busy, and I feel like shit. So I decided I'll just do a quick show from the hotel room. We're gonna cover three of the big things happening this weekend at Daytona. What's really cool is the beach is right there, and it looks pretty nice. What's not so cool is the state of Florida, but we'll leave that for another. We'll leave that conversation for another show. So, first of all, hello everybody. Welcome to Best of Five. We're back. We're back in black. Except we're not back in black. Oh, okay. Well, got it. Good vibes. I'm happy you can hear me now. It's going to be a scuffed show. I feel like shit. I wasn't able to get into the venue. I tried to eat something, but all I could eat were yuca fries, and then I felt more like shit. So here we go. I'm just going to talk about the big three this weekend. I'm going to talk about Strive, Tekken, and of course, this is the first big super major for Street Fighter 6, which is going to be very, very exciting. There's a lot of names that we haven't seen in a while. There's a lot of names I did not expect to see in the Street Fighter 6 bracket, but here we are. First, let's start off with This is me filling for time here because I forgot to do the thing. First, let's start off with the Arc System Works Guilty Gear Strive, right? Guilty Gear Strive has about a little more than 418 entrants. It's pretty close to 500, which is a hell of a nice tournament. At Combo Breaker, it exceeded 1,000 players. Over here at CEO, it is exceeding 500 players. So big ups to Strive. Everybody having a good time with it still, which is good to know. There's 16 pools in total. Before we even get into the pools here this weekend, I think it's important for us to take a gander, if you will, at the current state of the Arc World Tour. The Arc World Tour 2023 has started and has been going, and here are who your qualifiers are. There we go. We have Zando up in number 1 after killing it at Combo Breaker and doing well at Head Stomper and a few other tournaments. We have Leo from Japan pushing those 100 points. Jonathan Tene taking number 3, tied with Latif with those 45 points. Supernoon and Metallic Cake are tying for 5th with those 20 points. And Lord Nubenheimer and Safe are currently the top 8 for the global standings for the Arc World Tour. Again, big shout out to That Mean Scene for helping us out with the graphics. Without him and Blue helping us out, this show would not be possible. They would be here with me now, but they're over at the volunteer meeting because they are volunteering to run some brackets this weekend. So shout outs to them. I have some plans of trying to run some IRL streams at the venue. We'll see how that goes. But if it goes as well as I hope it do, then we'll definitely be saying hi to them when they're there. But with that said, the CEO tournament is a tournament that Arc System Works was pushing for at the Arc World Tour Finals. My thought is that there's going to be something for DNF here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had a DNF announcement, so be on the lookout for that, especially because they pushed this tournament so hard at Arc World Tour Finals. Now, let's get to Come on, phone. Let's get to the brackets, shall we? Also, you guys can see this chair. I had this all set up with the beach view. I'm like the sun went down and it's all dark now. It sucks, and it is humid, and not the good humid either. All right, let's get to it. Some players to watch out for this weekend are Umisho, of course, being here. GC Yoshi, traveling all the way from the Maryland, I believe. We have contender for the best name of the weekend, BV Manatee, in Pool A3. Test your luck. Never forget that dude's name because he put a whooping on me on stream, and I still feel embarrassed by it. We have the Super Noon and Light Ice are here as well. Adventure, the very well-known Jocko player. Saint. I don't think it's Saint, but maybe it's Saint playing some Guilty Gear Strive. We have Alex Smith coming up in Strive as well. Stealthy and K7 Show Off are in the same pool, so that's going to be a hell of a pool. Solstice is here as well. IDOM showing up for Strive. Marvello and Jonathan Tene are sharing a pool as well in Pool D3. Lord Knight, and here's a name we haven't heard in a hot minute, SD Pinoy. Mark Pinoy is here. How's that? And last but not least, another best name of the weekend contender, Scambolini. Scambolini. So those are just some of the players that we can see out of the close to 500 players that we're going to be seeing this weekend. I'm super interested to see who is going to be taking the tournament this weekend, especially because I believe it is part of the Arc World Tour. I wish I would have done a little bit more research, but things are a little bit chaotic here, as you can tell. So I'm curious to see who's going to take it. Is Umisho going to, show up and destroy everybody like they did at EVO? Is it going to be, somebody like Jonathan Tene, since Jonathan Tene is currently chilling in third at the leaderboards? We'll see. We'll see. A lot can happen. Anything can happen. It's going to be a very long weekend for Guilty Gear Strive. Now, next, let's move on over to Tekken 7. Tekken 7, a CEO is another huge master event for Tekken 7. And as you can tell, since it's a master event, it's going to be huge. But again, before we get into it, we do have the Tekken World Tour standings as of last week. And boy, surprise, surprise, look who's at the top. Arslan Ash, of course, he's been winning almost everything. Knee won the latest tournament over at Head Stompers, I believe. He won either Head Stompers or BAM, I forget which one. But he's over there chilling in second. Rangchu with 615 points hanging in third. Joka, the Great Britain? Is it Great Britain or Grand Britain? I don't know why I forget country names. Chilling in fourth. Kakoma with the big fifth place. Daniel Mato, who had himself a hell of a run at Combo Breaker, is chilling in sixth. Sergi Master, who won the Peru Major, is chilling in seventh. And Jan Daimi from Madagascar, chilling with those big 450 points. So those are the current Tekken World Tour standings. Let's take a look at the bracket. And already off the bat, before Knee One BAM Masters event. Thank you, Shayon. And before we even move on, everybody, I can't clap because I have my microphone, but let's give NDO a big, some applause, will you, for subscribing for 66 months in a row. God damn. That's like 6 times 11. That's almost 5 years. What the fuck? Wait, that's more than 5 years. That's crazy. Hey, NDO, thank you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your sub. Thanks for the support. Sorry everything's a little scuffed, but, we roll with the punches here at Best of 5. Now, let's take a look at the bracket for this weekend. And I can already tell you, I'm sharing a bracket with someone that is already demolishing my dreams of even trying to make it out of pools. Ulsan is in my bracket. So we'll see how that goes. But among Ulsan, we have tons and tons of killers showing up for Tekken 7. This may be the final Tekken 7 CEO, right? So it's, It's good to know. And there's about 350 entrants for Tekken 7 this weekend for the Master event. And we'll have players like Kanan Trench, Shadow 20Z, John Ding, Just Frames James is here, Anakin is here. So I'm getting out of the elevator earlier. Talon's Book, NG Obscure is here. Kakoma. We have Gerlanda, you know, the working man warrior, Gerlanda, the family man warrior, Gerlanda. Joe Crush is here as well. We have, you know, the man's already at the top of the leaderboards. He might as well be here too. Arslan Ash is here. Shinblade's here as well. So maybe we will finally find out who bitch this is. Another runner for Bestie Best Name of the Weekend is Daddy Thickums in Arslan Ash's pool. Super Akuma all the way from France is here. We have Rafe, who has been really showing up to a lot of these tournaments and doing really, really well. So happy to see Rafe here. The Lord Joey Fury, which if you guys recall, pulled off a big upset on Anakin by sending Anakin to losers at Texas Showdown a hot minute ago. We have Olsan in Pool F2, along with this person named BestofVShow. And here's another name we haven't seen in a hot minute, Real Law. Real Law showing up to Real Law showing up to Tekken 7. Can't wait to see Real Law. If Pokeshop's around, I can't wait to see if they're going to have a run back of the classic. For those of you that don't know, like Real Law versus Pokeshop is the meme video that you can see of Tekken 7. And finally, the last pool here is Pool F3 with Pena and Junior 20Z. So both of the 20Z brothers are here showing up for Tekken. It's going to be pretty crazy. Something worth noting, I don't know if you guys have seen, but CEO has, from what I've seen, a 4-person out-of-pool system, which is going to be very interesting. Yeah, they have 4 people making it out of pools, 2 people out of winner's side, and 2 people out of loser's side. So I'm super curious to see how that goes, especially because from all I've known is I know Combo Breaker does a 3-out. CEO used to do a 3-out, but now they do a 4-out. So we'll see what happens here. Lots of room for a lot of people. And who's my first opponent? I lost it. Oh well, we'll never find out who my first opponent is. I do play on Saturday, so that'll be fun. Oh, my first opponent is Hybrid J. And judging by the fact that they have a profile picture at Smash.gg, I'm probably going to lose, which is fine. I've already played Tekken 8. I've moved on. I'm kidding. And last but not least, like I said, this is going to be a pretty short show. But last but absolutely not least, this is the first big major for a little game that has already reached over 1 million players. A game that has broken the Steam record for fighting game players, concurrent fighting game players, with over 75,000 players playing concurrently. And, you know, a game that everybody is showing up for this weekend. There's a lot of names that we have not seen in a hot minute, and they're finally coming out of the woodwork. Yo, Zero Star, what's going on? The flight, it was tiring. I feel very tired. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just getting old from traveling. Especially because afterwards I had to sit in a bus for an hour. So that wasn't very fun. I did get to meet Mean Scene, though. Mean Scene and I wound up sitting next to each other without even realizing it. That was pretty cool. But anyway, let's get to Street Fighter 6. I built it up enough. Street Fighter 6, we have 1,082 entrants. That's a CEO record. So 1,082 entrants for Street Fighter 6. It's going to be wild. Let's take a look at some of these names. We have Rewind, old Mortal Kombat player. We have Corey Bell, Victrix's own Corey Bell. We have Shine, you know, the $3 Holla Shine is in the building. PZ Poi, if you guys don't remember that name all the way from Street Fighter 4, PZ Poi is hanging out, and he has entered the tournament. Dr. African, who, of course, had a hell of a show. How many for Street Fighter 6? It's 1,082 entrants total. It's a huge tournament. It's going to be huge. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Dr. African, who had himself a hell of a run at Combo Breaker, tying for. Did he tie for fifth or did he get fourth? I don't remember. But I saw him walking in the building. Florida's own CJ Truth is back. Curious to see how his cammy's coming along. Kizzy K is here. We have Arslan Ash entering Street Fighter 6, of course. Who wouldn't? Vagabond, if you guys remember Vagabond, he made a big show of in Street Fighter 5 during the first couple of years. Tyrant is also here from Reversal.gg. Brian F is signed up. However, if you guys follow Brian F on Twitter, he has decided to not come to save his own mental health, which big shout-outs to Brian F for putting himself first. That's something that's extremely, extremely hard to do, which you wouldn't think is hard to do, but it really do be hard to do. So big shout-outs to Brian F for taking care of himself. We have Nephew. Nephew's here. Forever King. Mortal Kombat's Forever King is here. Jonathan Tene is here for Street Fighter 6. Shinblade is entering Street Fighter 6. Scrot Vermillion is entering Street Fighter 6. We have Phenom here. IDOM. We have K7 Show Off. Veggie. There's so many people here for Street Fighter 6. Mono. We have Zane and Shinlad here as well. Marvisto. Adventure. The Guilty Gear guys. Dude, there's so many people. We have Joe Mama. Contender for best name of the weekend. Joe Mama. Coach Steve got himself in. Again, SD Pinoy. Mark Pinoy is back. We have Marvello as well. And F Kang, for those of you that haven't seen F Kang play, he is great. The big surprise of the weekend to me, entering Street Fighter 6, is Shanks. Yes, that Shanks from Barcelona. The guy who wins everything for Dragon Ball Fighters over there in Europe, Shanks. He's here for Street Fighter 6 as well. Foxy Grandpa is here for Street Fighter 6. Simij, the Mortal Kombat player, is here for Street Fighter 6 as well. We have Logan Sama, of course, we can't forget Logan Sama, the man, the myth, the legend. Flash Metroid, Triumph. Justin Wong, of course, is here. I don't know if Justin's doing the same thing he did at Texas Showdown with running content, but I'm curious to see if he's going to actually play Street Fighter 6 or not. Now, this is a crazy pool. For those of you that have seen it, pool D3 for Street Fighter 6 is John Ding, the Tekken player, and The Buzz, the Smash Melee player. Dude, Street Fighter 6 is bringing everybody together. It's crazy. Pool D5, we have Stupendous. Pool D6, we have Alex Smith. We have Kaba and MFCR, along with Dr. DP. Would have been funny if it was Dr. PP, for those of you that remember that name a while back in the Melee scene. We have Squall hanging in Pool 9. Dual Kevin is here. Shin Paulo, another name from the early Street Fighter 5 days. Mena RD is here, of course. Team Chris, another person who I believe they're streaming now. I believe they're like a stream engineer, but they're here. Slugbug is a name I know. We used to play a lot in Street Fighter 5, and we played once or twice online. He beat me the last time we played, but if I see him in the tournament, I'm beating him. Another name we haven't seen in a hot minute. You ready for this one? Dr. Snake Tits. He's back. Dr. Snake Tits is here for Street Fighter 6. We have Noisy Child. Dude, there's so many crazy names. OG Yan is here. Talon's Book. Jeff the Hero. Just a Kid. We have Lord Fibonacci himself. Always up for the name of the week. That Dr. Snake Tits, always. In pool G1, we have Punk. G2, we have Just Pokey. Let's see. We have Smug and Geobron. For those of you that don't know who Geobron is, every time we've pressed a button and we've had the Spider-Man See You Later clip, that's Geobron. Geobron's the Philly Spider-Man player. So cool to see him here. Pool G5, we have The man, the myth, the legend. The party is here. Hawaiian Shirtman is here for some Street Fighter 6 action. Noel Brown is also in that same pool for G5. Lost Prophet is here for pool G6. Liquid's Riddles is also here for pool G7. Nacer as well in that same pool, pool G7. Ray Ray and Michelangelo chilling out in pool G8. What up, Defeated Nemesis? Yeah, there's so many names. Pool G9, another runner for best name of the weekend is Sticky Fingers. I don't know why that name is so fucking funny to me. Sticky Fingers is here, and in that same pool is 40% Flash Kick. I don't know who that is, but I like that name. Pool G10, Knuckle Dew. Knuckle Dew returns to the competitive scene. And finally, at pool G11, which is going to take place at noon tomorrow. So it's going to be straight 1.5 full days of Street Fighter 6 nonstop. Pool G11 has Terrence, Tenshu Ryu, and another best name of the weekend runner, Walnut Khan. Walnut Khan. Dude's been killing it. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically just been what, like Dew, Punk. You know, those guys are cracked. I'm kidding. But yeah, so G's what, like the fifth letter of the alphabet. 11. There's over 64 pool brackets for Street Fighter 6. It is going to be a crazy huge tournament. Pause. What pause? I paused. What happened? Did I die? Is the stream dead? Did hotel internet give up? Where am I? It's good? Okay, sick. Is every fight going to be streamed or not? Yeah, so Defeated Nemesis, the way that it's going to happen from my understanding is there's going to be, I think there's going to be 5 sets of pools running, and I think they probably have 2 or 3 streams dedicated to it. So we're not going to get to see every match, but we're definitely going to see at least like the big. Oh, I was pausing for cracked. Yes. Cuz you know what I'm insinuating. Although I'm just joking. I'm not actually throwing out allegations like that. Yeah, so the way things work is because there's 1,048 players, that means there's going to be over 500 matches just for round 1. But yeah, no, that's usually what they do. So they'll get like first round big names, and then they'll start getting the end of pools, right? Like, so they'll have like the winners finals of pools and the losers finals of pools to see who makes it out of pools, and they usually have those on stream. I don't know what the setup is, unfortunately, but we're gonna see tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. CEOgaming.org/TV. Yeah, and the schedules are up. I went into the venue today to pick up my badge. The venue is gigantic. It's a real shame. Like, I finally kind of understand why Jabali was so excited for this place, because the venue is crazy. The hotel here is amazing, and it's all like a stone's throw away from each other, but the surrounding area is just not so great. So I do feel for Jabali, because it's like it's a diamond in the rough, but the rough is just a little too rough, man. Looks like TNF. Oh, it's just TNS doing the stream. Damn. So they're gonna be running a lot. But yeah, so those are the 3 big brackets for the tournaments. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's take a look at the KOF bracket, because I think the KOF bracket was another bracket that was pretty stacked, especially since it's over here in Florida. Home of Street Fighter 4's main theme, Florida. Also, I meant to look. Do I have anybody important? I don't think I have anybody important in my pool for Street Fighter 6. But that'll be interesting. Let me see. I'm going to try to take a look at the KOF pools real quick. Because KOF, I think, is the 4th most popular. Yeah, with 113 entrants, KOF. Let's take a look at some names here. We have Coach Steve, of course, Kizzy K. Dude, another best name of the weekend, Chino Funky. That's a hell of a name. Corey Bell, Arslan Ash, Shinblade. Uh, and that's it for the big names I can see right off the bat. So I'm curious to see how King of Fighters goes. And before that, like that's gonna be it for the stream. But I wanted to share with you guys this quick story because I thought this was pretty funny. Um, I got when I first got here, the first thing I did was take a nap. Right, I could have gone to the beach and gotten some sun, but I took a nap. And in between me going to sleep and waking up, there was a gigantic storm. So I don't know if subconsciously my brain picked up on that because I had a nightmare where I was sitting in that chair right there, hanging out with someone in the room, and then a wave came and just like bust through the glass, and I had to leave. And I found out that in that situation, I'm the asshole that goes back for my stick bag. I literally like walked back into the room, like swam to get my stick bag and left. So I learned something about myself while I went to sleep. That's pretty cool. So here's the situation for this weekend. I don't have anything tomorrow until my Guilty Gear pool, which I think is at like 4. Let me double check that. So what I'd like to do tomorrow, yeah. I have King of Fighters pool at 2 p.m., but I haven't played King of Fighters, so I'm just going to DQ myself. There's no point. So what I'm going to do is I brought all my gear. I'm going to try another IRL stream from the venue. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than the Combo Breaker stream, because if you guys were there for the Combo Breaker stream, the Twitch app kept disconnecting, and it wouldn't tell me that it disconnected. So that sucked. But hopefully I am using another app this weekend, so hopefully that'll be a little bit better. So we'll see what happens there. Does anybody have anything specific they want to see tomorrow that I can specifically go and get footage for? Let me know. Right underneath the stream here, there's a link to our Discord. You can go in there. Usually I tend to check that first. And, excuse me, and if not that, you can tweet at me. I'm at BestofVShow on Twitter. Those are the two places I'm going to be checking almost nonstop. But yeah, that's going to be the stream for today. Before I leave, does anybody have any questions or any concerns, requests, etc.? The beach is right there. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background, but it smells nice. It's humid, though. I don't like the humidity here. Maybe that's what, that's the Santa's fault. It's humid. Shioko, what's up, man? So, unfortunately, I can't press the button because I'm on a, I'm on the mobile getup. However, remind me, I'll be back on Tuesday. I should be back on Tuesdays to streaming. If you remind me on Tuesday, I'll be on in the mornings. We can play that for you, or we'll be back on Thursday. How many PS5 do you think they're gonna have for? Or they're gonna need for Street Fighter 6 pools? So, generally, for tournaments, there's 4 setups per station. And since there's 5 sets of pools. Yeah, Shioko, I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you to hop back on. Just remind me. Sorry that I can't play the thing, man. Unless, like, what happens if I do this? No, I don't have it set up, man. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Yeah, I do. Hold on. I lied. Wait a minute. Wait, just 1 minute. Wait a second. Wait just 1 minute. Whoops. I think I just ruined everything. Shuffle. Okay, here we go. Actually, I do have the button set up. I didn't think I had it, but I think I just straight up saved it from my computer and brought it over here, so everything's here. So here you go. Here's your button press.
God.
And get the camera on this guy. Jaha, say hi to the internet. I was just talking about you saying how buff you are now.
Yo, he's got the Scott Steiner dude.
Dude, when the stars
my God.
touch the sky and you get the Equiax. The big bad booty daddy.
Wow, he hasn't aged at all.
I don't like him being behind me.
No, he's too close.
Hey, back it up. Call security.
You know the counter to Jaha.
Call
Do the
security.
Jaha counter.
Get him out of here. Get this guy out of here. He's a loose cannon.
We're gonna need more
Shout
security.
outs to Jaha, the legend.
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
I was a little concerned there. My life just flashed before my eyes, internet. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I was really hoping for the
Jaha,
Jaha
the
counter.
base god, came in. I can't believe he's wearing the chainmail.
And so it's top 8 time. I'm Rick. Oh my goodness. Big booty Eris.
Internet.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, Eris, Gimli. He's ready for battle. But it's top 8 time right now. We're gonna get.
Eris's laugh is magical. I think Eris's laugh can cure cancer. I'm a big Eris fan. The math promo just played in your head. Oh, man. Dude, that shit was funny. I miss seeing Eris at tournaments, but he's too busy being a big streamer. He's living that big streamer life. Eris's laugh gives you... Dude, me too, man. Me too. But what I was saying, though, for Trini, they have 5 waves of pools, or 5, like, sections of pools per wave. So, and there's 4 setups. There's probably going to be 4 setups per pool, so there's going to be 50. I'm sorry, 20? 5 times 4 is 20. Yes, so 20. 20 PS5s. We'll see how that goes. I think I'm right in that. We'll confirm it in tomorrow's stream when I do the walkthrough. And if I can't do the stream, I'll at least like film a walkthrough and upload it to YouTube or something so you guys can see what the venue looks like and everything, because it looks really cool. I didn't get to stay in there long enough to see everything, but it looks pretty darn cool. I can't wait to get in there tomorrow and see what that's all about. For now, though, everybody, thank you all for joining me for this semi-scuffed episode of Best of 5, the Daytona edition, the Dark Beach edition. Sorry that we couldn't get in the venue this weekend, but it's a combination of me my body just giving up on me and things being difficult because planning tournaments are difficult. But that's gonna be, what time does it start tomorrow? It should start around 10. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it starts around 10 noon. Noon EST. Thank you, Tap. Noon EST. That's when the streams all start. I think the venue opens up around that time, too. Maybe the venue opens up at 10. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I did get a peek at they have, I don't know if you guys have seen, but they have a full competitive rhythm game room set up. So I got to see like them setting that up a little bit when I snuck in. When I went into the venue, like I wasn't supposed to do anything, but I definitely was like peeking my head and seeing everything. So that's gonna be cool to watch if you guys are into rhythm games. It's gonna be pretty sick. But all right, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, for joining in on the show this week. Sorry that we couldn't get in the venue and everything, but this was really fun. I keep a tabs on the Twitter at BestofVShow on Twitter. I'll tweet if I can get live, and if not, then I'll be tweeting videos and shit. So we'll at least have some fun this weekend, and I'll be able to show you guys what things look like and everything. Defeat a Nemesis, man. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for being here. Don't thank me. It's my job. Even though it's not really my job, I do this for fun. But that's going to be it. Thank you, everybody. Shioko, Trini, Tap, Nemesis, everybody. Chaotic. Good vibes. Everybody that's over here. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Again, keep tabs on Twitter. Until then, peace out.